Good morning, Titans.
Today is Friday.
And, what day is it?
It's October 3rd. I'm Jamie Hughes.
And I'm Kyle Swanigan.
We have a very interesting show for you this week, Titans.
Yes, we do. From last week's football game to the extra safety precautions that were needed on campus.
Here at Channel 5, we're doing our best to bring you all of the campus news.
So, let's start the show.
The varsity boys football team hosted the Ponderosa Bruins on Friday, winning its first Capital Valley Conference game of the season, 48-20. Reporters Alex Bittner, Sergi Ischuk, and Isaiah Weatherford have the highlights from the game.
Last Friday night, it was the Titans versus the Ponderosa Bruins in the second home game of the year. The Titans, hoping to continue their 2-win streak, came into the game with hard-hitting defense. The Bruins offense was held to 1.2 yards rushing average and 15 out of 32 passes completed. The Titans also came away from the game with 5 interceptions, including one return for a touchdown by senior Mr. Harriel. On the offense, the Titans still dominated, with 14 out of 21 passes completed and an average of 7.7 yards per carry. The Titans seemed to score with ease all night long, with passing touchdowns to sophomore Logan Paulson and senior LJ Nelson. And rushing touchdowns from senior Mr. Harriel, junior Devon Welch, and a quarterback run from junior Montel Aaron. The Titans ended the night with a final score of 48-20, remaining undefeated at home and sliding into the Sacramento Bee's top 20 schools of the area. Isaiah Weatherford, Titan TV News.
This year, the Titan faculty has grown immensely. In addition to getting Mrs. Martha Passo as a new assistant principal, we have a new counselor, Mrs. Leticia Gallardo. Reporters Madison Carter, Isaiah Weatherford, and Sergi Ischuk bring you the story.
As the new school year has arrived, we've seen a lot of fresh new faces here on campus, including students, a new vice principal, and new teachers. One face, however, that has surprised a lot of students is a new counselor, Leticia Gallardo. Gallardo is the new counselor on campus with the students' last names of EM through LE. She has been a high school counselor for 9 years, moving from different schools. Before coming here, she worked at Luther Burbank High School and South Sacramento High School, but she left because they weren't quite right for her.
Well, this is my first year here at Antelope, obviously. I used to work at a school called Luther Burbank in South Sacramento, and I was there for 6 years. And then before that, I worked at another school called Options for Youth. It's like a continuation credit recovery school.
With Antelope being such a positive and welcoming energy here, she has felt that this may be the place where she can stay.
Well, it's one of those things you just kind of go for it, and at this point it feels like the right fit. And it's just, I kept wanting to work with different populations of students. So at Options for Youth, I mean, it was a great school, but the population and the interest and need is different. And then at Burbank, it was also a great school, but it's just different population, different needs. So it's just trying to, I'd like to learn about all the different areas and see where I feel the happiest.
With every new person that joins our counseling team, because our counseling team has obviously grown, we always show them love. So we are having a new teacher staff luncheon on Friday, and so she's part of that. We've invited her to things. We just make sure, she's welcome to ask us questions. She can bother us in between students, whatever it takes to get her comfortable. And she knows how to laugh, she knows how to have fun, and so she actually fits really well in with our team, which is huge, because when you have a good team, you can service your students really well.
Even though Gallardo is glad to be working here, she realizes it is a difficult transition for some of the students. Because students have become so attached to their old counselors, some have had mixed feelings about changing their counselors.
Miss Joseph was a good counselor to me the past 2 years. but Miss G seems like she'll be a pretty good counselor, and I look forward to working with her in the future.
It was hard. I told some kids ahead of time, like, by the way, you're probably getting a new counselor. And so they're like, what? Oh. I'm like, but she's awesome. So I just sold that piece of it. I'm like, she's like another version of Miss Joseph, and she'll take care of you.
Getting a new counselor your senior year after having the same counselor for 3 years in a row is pretty weird. When I went to get my class changed, I talked to Miss Joseph, and she was like, you have a new counselor? I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then I went to talk to Miss Gallardo, and she was pretty cool.
Gallardo understands why these students may be uneasy about the change, but is still devoted to her job, and she is motivated to be the best counselor she can be for them.
I know it's been hard, especially for a lot of the seniors, because they've had years with their counselor, and now they get a brand new counselor that they don't know anything about. But I'm hoping to just, hopefully that myself, that they see that I do care, that I've been a counselor previously, and that I welcome them, and hopefully they know that I really have their best intentions in mind, and hopefully they see that.
Even though it is only her first year, Gallardo is doing her part to make a big impact here on campus. This has been Madison Carter signing off with your Titan TV News.
As you know, extra safety precautions were taken by the administration last week. Reporters Charles Lemon and Russell Steinhardt found out why.
We had an anonymous citizen email us about a possible security issue at our school. So to take extra precautions, we just asked the teachers to keep their doors locked. We had our cameras monitors at each side of the gate on the entrance and the exit, and we just had a heightened kind of security for 2 days. We worked with our district office, did an investigation, and found out that everything's good to go. Back to business as usual.
The Titanium Yearbook wants your 10-second Snapchats. Be sure to add Titanium YB on Snapchat to have your selfies and pictures of school events featured in this year's yearbook.
If you're a senior and haven't had your senior portrait taken yet, this message is for you. The deadline is tomorrow. However, you can call the Elk Grove Prestige Portrait Studio for a walk-in appointment, and we encourage you to still schedule your portrait. The yearbook staff will do its best to make sure your portrait appears in the yearbook. Also, senior quotes are due on October 31st. Turn them into the front office or S206.
If you've seen the soccer field on campus lately, you'll notice that it isn't quite as kicking as it could be. Isaiah Weatherford and Sergi Ischuk have the story.
Even though students have noticed the new portable is under construction here, there's another task underway: the renovation and replacement of the soccer fields.
So Antelope's been open 7 years, and for all 7 years, basically the soccer fields, it's died a lot. So it's kind of a continual dying of the grass. This past summer with the drought, coupled with the dying grass, we thought it was the best time, the most opportune time to get a new soccer field. So at this time we are getting Bermuda grass, new Bermuda grass. If you go up there now, you can probably see them installing the sod. So it's a work in progress. It's obviously it takes time based on the weather, based on the water, based on the rain, precipitation and stuff like that. Hopefully it's completed soon.
The new field looks pretty cool. The grass looks very nice. And we're practicing at Cherry Island right now. So we're kind of excited for the new grass because we haven't had a home game here at Antelope, and all of our home games are at Cherry Island. So yeah, pretty excited.
Midterms are next week on Thursday and Friday. Make sure you get all of your cramming in as soon as possible. But if you haven't, Madison Carter and Tamia Chanel talked to Link Crew Advisor, Mrs. Krista Myers, who has the solution.
So Kool-Aid and Cram is an event that Link Crew is hosting this year, where Link Crew leaders are inviting anyone who's welcome to come and study for their finals. So it'll be Wednesday from 6 to 8 in the cafeteria. We'll have Kool-Aid. We're going to have some study stations. We're going to be talking about what finals look like, and hopefully we'll get a lot of stuff done so we all do great on our finals.
Now over to Haley Brooks with the ASB Minute.
Good morning, I'm Haley Brooks, and this is your ASB Minute. Homecoming dance tickets are now on sale through October 17th at the Student Store or Student Services window for $5 with ASB and $7 without. Today is the last day to buy guest passes for $10. Guest passes are due on Monday at the Student Services window. Today is also the last day to nominate Homecoming Senior Royalty during both lunches. Bring your ID card to the stage during lunch to nominate one senior boy and one senior girl. The Red Zone travels to Oakmont High School tonight. Wear red and bring a positive attitude, and come show your varsity football team some Titan love and support. Lastly, watch out for Big Red coming around to your third period classes. That's all for today. Now back to Jamie and Kyle.
That's all for today, Titans.
Good luck on all of your midterms.
I know I have some studying to do.
Until next week.
Have a wonderful day, Titans.
And an even better weekend.